My name is Rhapsody. Welcome to Enter the Gungeon Advanced Gungeons and Dragons, or rather, welcome back. Off the top of this episode, there's something we need to speak about, or about which we need to speak. If you'd like to get directly to the gameplay, you can probably skip about 5 minutes ahead. I'll probably reference it at some point later in the episode as well. It's starting to feel like this series is a little bit long in the tooth. That is to say that the final things that I need to unlock in this game are not things that I can influence. They are things that I have to rely on the luck of appearing. That is to say, to have Rubinstein 1 and 2, both in the same run, so that I get the Rubinstein's monster synergy, which will then unlock a new slot in the Ammonocon, as well as the discovery of the High Dragon Fire. I cannot influence those in any fashion, or at the very least, there is no significant way that I can control the chances of those. As a result, to say that I am going to continue the series until I get each of them is foolish, because it could literally never happen. It's possible that it just doesn't ever happen to me. For that reason, the series is going to end on episode 80. Not this episode. This is the second last episode. But it will end on episode 80. My apologies for that, but at the same rate, it's an 80 episode series of a game that's about an hour and a half per episode. I have other stuff that I have to move on to as well. I kind of need the slot and the time to work on other things. Again, apologies, but that's just the way it's going to be. So, pilot time. Do I have to play the pilot for one of my last episodes? This is, of course, not to say that Enter the Gungeon would never return to the channel. Obviously, any future updates, any future DLC especially, would warrant re-looking at the game. This is, at the very least, proven by the fact that I've returned to this game time and time again. I've done the base game for like a couple hundred episodes, and then the supply drop beta, and then the supply drop itself, and then like 3 episodes of a modded series that I ended up dropping quite quickly. There's a lot of Enter the Gungeon to go around, and in the future, I have to imagine there will be as well. Right. No. That. Got him. So what? We've got 9 gun nuts left. Could that happen in this run? Yeah, it's theoretically possible. Is it going to? Not at all. There's no way that happens. I'm probably not going to get a black market either in the next 2 runs. This is, of course, me tempting fate. Because I would very much like to get a black market. It's been 80 episodes, or rather it's been 78 so far, 79 being this one. I'd really like to get a black market. I always have, like, either 1 pointed curse or a ridiculous amount of money and some way to steal. I would be able to make such benefit out of it, especially considering that having a large selection of items is incredibly important now because of... Nice. Woo, Brickbreaker. Having a large selection of items is incredibly, not important, but powerful, considering the fact that synergies exist in the game. Alright, and then I'm just gonna stand here and bully you for a while. Right. Woo! I mean, I'm a fan. Ocean of Gun Friendship, temporary +1 to temporary plus gun. It's gonna be an incredibly powerful tool for us. Let's see if the lockpick wants us to go down to the oubliette. It does not. Oh well. I'm not too saddened by that, frankly. Unless I end up getting Betrayer's Lies on this floor. Well, not Betrayer's Lies, but the Betrayer's Shield on this floor, then I'm not going to be particularly sad about it. Because I do want the Betrayer's Lies synergy, but I have had it twice before. Find me the boss room, damn it. Obviously, I've got to kill the rubber bullet there so it doesn't knock me about while I try and get where I've got to get. Vorpal bullets. Well, the interesting thing about Vorpal bullets is... No, nothing comes to mind. We could get cigarettes or something like that super early on and actually have like a Vorpal bullets run. That would be nice. Very much enjoy that kind of thing. Okay, I've fired my first Vorpal shot. It did not hit anyone, and yet I fired it. You'll just stay back there, thank you. Yellow chamber on the first floor. That's a first floor I can get down with. In fact, as soon as I get the money, I really ought to just go back and pick it up. So it's going to give us, you know, a charm effect on an enemy per room, which is always nice. And then at the end of that room, that enemy dies, which is also nice. It gives us a couple points of curse. 2 heart containers. Count them. Not 1, not 2, but... Oh, no, hang on. I've got that one wrong. It is 2. It also gives us 2 points of curse, and we get 2.5 points of curse from picking up something from Cursula. So we paid a lot of curse for that, but my gosh, is it ever going to be worth it? Okay. Oh, hell yeah. This is going a lot better than it really has any right to be. I swear Potion of +1 got a lot better. Or Potion of Gun Friendship, rather. Haha! I knew you were a mimic! I knew it! That's why I was waiting for my shots to hit it before I did anything there. Tangler is actually quite a nice weapon as far as I'm concerned. That's a really, really good first floor for us. That's like a set you up for the rest of the run kind of sit right now. Oftentimes, we will have this many heart containers when we get to the final floor. And we're not even there yet. I think I might lose the money from the ones that are, you know, considering themselves to be on my side. Or charmed. So I'm concerned that maybe best practice is to actually kill the charmed enemies. I don't like that jammed enemies can't be made cubes with the rectangular. It feels like oversight. Nice. And managed to angle that shot pretty much exactly how I needed that to go. Taking that key. Shop shows absolutely nothing I'm interested in. That blank was an accident, by the way. I was actually just trying to move up, accidentally hit the wrong key. That's okay, it happens. Especially when you're playing as quickly as I am currently, because good lord! You're taking that and skedaddling. I've still taken no damage in this entire run. Which, you know, quite good. By my estimate, at least. Okay. We'll come back for the free item from Lonk later. We're going to need some damage up if we actually want the... We'll check on you later. We're going to want some damage up if we actually... No, 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 no! Okay, that was a really tough to handle room. I am very glad that we managed to get out of that without a problem. Hey, alien and sidearm. Don't mind if I do. I was saying a thing. I forgot the thing. Yes, we're going to need some damage up if we actually want the Tangler to be our room clear weapon through to the end of the game. It's obviously going to be fine right now, but the enemies have more HP later. And if we're not single-shotting a basic bulletkin with this, because of its fire rate, it's going to be really tough to start using. Or rather, continue using. I've been asked a couple of times, and I've answered this maybe infrequently. So just in case any other people are also wondering, my key bindings for this game are default. Completely default. I do nothing special. I play on mouse and key. I use WASD for my directions because, obviously. Actually, in one of my first FPS games, it was like an old Counter-Strike. Like a 1.6, but I don't even know if it was necessarily that. Anyway, back then, I didn't understand why WASD was the thing that people used. So I was using the arrow keys, but I pretty quickly swapped it up and haven't really looked back since. Also, I can't remember the name of the guy, but like a single dude is responsible for the fact that we almost all use WASD as our primary directioning. It was just how he preferred to play. There was a Vox interview on him recently. I can't remember the name of the life of me. I think his name was Peter. Ah, whatever. But you know, thanks to that dude. Ooh, that's nice. Stuff Star has a synergy. What with? Soft shell. All right, I don't understand what this synergy is, so I'm going to have to look. ETG soft shell synergy. It is... Oh, cool. While the Stuff Star is active, Brickbreaker shells are continually fired in random directions. That's going to be extraordinarily powerful in boss fights. And Lonk is going to give me mutation. Don't really care about that. Do I want to pick up that lonely chest over there? You know what? I actually do, so I'll be taking this key. Actually, also, before I do anything like that. Okay. That's apparently not a secret room. I've only got one blank for the upcoming fight, so I'm a little terrified about that. Pulse cannon's nice. It's not significantly different to the way that I'm going to be approaching Tangler. All right, I need to... I just needed to swap the damage there. Oh, right. The Master Round is a synergy with the Alien Blaster. So we've got Sheath Master now. Obviously a Halo reference right there. Did they ever end up porting the rest of the Halo games to PC? I know that Halo 1 was on PC, and I played it there. But I'm sorry, there's a snowball's chance I'm playing any of the other Halo games unless they're on PC. And also, wasn't the Master Chief Collection, like, heavily maligned, even by those who love Halo? I've kind of just fallen out of favor with FPSs in particular. Like, if I want to do my shooting, I'll do it top-down. Thank you very much. Or I'll, you know, select things. Or I will play cards that force shots to occur. Okay. Stuff Star is still probably the one that I'm going to want to carry from floor to floor. Save for later, by the way, doesn't save them for later floors, so since I've taken no damage, Save for later was literally incapable of helping me at any point up until now. That'll get it done. So I've still taken no damage? Cool. I actually had my first no damage run in this series, which I'm still proud of. Sure, we were ridiculously powerful and, you know, got very lucky over the course of that run. But you kind of need to for a no-hit run. Never mind. There we go. First hit. I'm glad that pressure is taken off because now I have to, or rather now I can stop panicking. Like, oh, am I going to take a hit? Am I going to take a hit? Am I going to take a hit? Yeah. Yeah. That's just how that goes. Gungeon Pepper. Unless we get something that synergizes with that, I'm not particularly enthused. There we go. Oh, I forgot to actually end up praying at the altar last time I had one of those. So you know what? I'm just going to collect this right now. We're doing well enough that I don't believe I'm going to need to, you know, squeeze every little inch of value out of everything. So I think using this early just to make sure that I don't forget about it is going to be fine. That was actually just me accidentally fat fingering the blank again. I really need to move the blank off of Q. If I was ever going to change anything about my modifiers, if I was ever going to modify my key bindings, it would be to remove the blank from Q and put it somewhere else. Because it causes a lot of issues for me. I'm going to take Bloody Eye here because it has a synergy with Gunslinger's Ashes, if I recall correctly. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Venom Veins, though. Venom Veins synergy? What's this? Is this going to poison enemies? Why does it not look like it's poison if it's going to poison enemies? If the player has mutation, it poisons enemies. Okay. I thought it was going to have a synergy with Gunslinger's Ashes. But also I ended up taking it just because it's going to be a particularly good defensive item in tonic mode here, where it's going to slow the enemy's bullets to kind of what I would have otherwise expected them to be. That is to say, the speed that they are in the base game. Hey. Turned on the stuff star. I'm just going to get all up close and personal on this one. I was actually really close to perfecting this fight. I took one hit there, though. Damn. Void Marshal's actually nice. It's quite a good weapon. As far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, in my belief. And for my playstyle. Again, I try and pepper in those kinds of things occasionally because not everyone plays the same way, and as a result, not everything is as good for every player as it might be for others. Some of my favorite cards in STS are cards that, well, they work for me because I, at the time at the very least, was running extraordinarily thin decks. But not necessarily for everyone. Unfortunately, I can't open that yet. I just say the... Oh, Jolter and Pulse Cannon always seem like they should have a synergy to me just because they look the same. Like, they seem like two variants of the same brand's weapons, I guess. Just blank to open here. Look at what would happen. Too fast! And also I can't dodge rolls, so terrifying. All right. Let's leave this floor and find the next. 22 minutes. Hollow Chamber 4. Nice, nice, nice. And we'll start off with the Tangler. Tangler is very quickly getting to the point that it's going to need more than one shot per target. Unless I hit every pellet. So an accuracy up would also actually function like a damage up for us right now. By guaranteeing that we hit each of those pellets. I forgot that the enemy at on the bottom could actually just blow up. That is to say, shotgun kins can. Yes. The fact that we also only have to fight, or rather have to fight one fewer enemies per room because of the yellow chamber is actually a huge boon. It seems like it wouldn't be that large, but good lord it is. In the long run, that's a lot of ammunition saved, and a lot of hassle saved, and a lot of time saved, and just savings everywhere. I definitely shouldn't be standing next to where enemies spawn and kind of just tempting them to spawn explosive enemies on top of me. And yet... it definitely does seem to be my MO. Modus operandi. Just in case anyone's wondering. Which I think is just method of operation or mode of operation. Seems like it would be. Like, that's... Thank you for the heart. And mini boss time. You come back down here. Thank you. some real garbage. RPG just takes way too long to reload, so, like, unless I have oiled cylinder, I'm extremely unlikely to use RPG in a boss combat. Thank you. And none of these should really be missing much ammunition. I basically only use Jolter. Sorry, not Jolter. Tangler and the Brick Breaker. We have a lot of HP. It's probably going to be, here, a good idea for me to throw away all of my HP. And get a ridiculous amount of money. So that next floor, fingers crossed, a black market appears. Oh, by the way, I'm going to get ahead of this because I just realized I didn't say it at the start of the episode. The last episode will be a 9 curse run because I haven't rolled a 9 curse, but I would very much like to. I also didn't roll a d20 this episode just because I know that I'm going to be doing the 9 curse run next run. Muscle relaxant. Hell yeah. That's a lot of accuracy up. Or rather, weapon spread down, but you know. 6 and 1 half a does. So. This also is a synergy with a lot of different items. Damn it. I figured... Oh, I didn't even need to travel through there. I figured I was going to get my first traversal of that room without taking damage. Little did I know. I know I should be using the Brick Breaker for this, but I don't know. I just really wanted to use something else. But it's definitely correct that I should be using Brick Breaker for this, considering, you know, long linear corridor, that kind of thing. Flame Hand plus what? Maximize spell. Gungeon Pepper. Okay. About that. Alright, how much money do I want and how much HP do I want? That's the question, ultimately, that we all have to ask ourselves from time to time. Half Heart's worth 26. What are you paying me for mine? 30. I would very much like if you could do this in bulk as well, because I kind of just stand here spamming E for a while. I'm gonna just quickly check the news while that's happening. So let me just open up my phone, use my thumb to do so, and then just open up Wash. Well, I'm going to be focusing on the the game from now on out. Yeah, that's probably enough. Let's get down to half HP. There we go. Okay. And And we're out of here. That was the hollow as well, so. Only got one more floor. No, you stay there. How are you? Kick him. I mean, it all worked out in the end. The only enemy that was in that room was instantly killed. See what I mean? Alright, I need to play a little less fast, free, and fancy, and footloose, etc., right? Because I don't have that much more HP to lose. Heck Blaster seems like it should have a synergy. And it doesn't. They should be killed one by one, by the way, so that they don't spawn the same item. That was bad on my part. I was like, oh, the enemy can't hit me here. Shouldn't have taken that for granted. Come on. Heavy boots. Not bad. Has a synergy with... Oh! What? It has a synergy with Tangler as well? Heavy boots is real good. That's real good. All right, well, that's going to be like 20% damage up on the Tangler, as well as like a fire rate increase. Oh, sorry, a shot speed increase. All I need is a faster reload now. I recognize that Reload Stone, I think, gives you a faster passive reload time just for having it. But I really like my passive items, sorry, active items right now. Nice. Just standing here. I kind of wanted to wait for them to make the approach, but that just didn't seem like it was going to happen. Yes, yes. You just all stay the heck away, please. Okay, it's still enough to kill the yellow coats, just not the purple coats in a single shot. Battle standard for all of my followers currently. Nice. Real standards for my real friends, battle standards for my fake friends. Let's go. Whoa, okay. I actually completely missed that shot, but yes, it was a very valid shot. I'm not going to be like, oh, how'd that even hit me? But I felt like that for a moment and then realized that I was done. Let me open the chest, damn it. Now I know I don't technically have a key. But that shouldn't matter. Just give me the chest. No. You follow up with the easy clears on the thwomp. That enemy has lower shot speed. And I have higher than base speed. No, do I? I don't think I have higher than base speed, actually. Anyway, we still got. I didn't think it was under me. Oh, well. Very nice. Good roll, good roll. And that's the entire floor already discovered. I think at this point I will take the reload stone. As well as that flank. As well as this ammo. Because I'm terrified. I sold a lot of my HP to be here. Alright. Excellent. There's the panic reload stone that I managed to do in time somehow. Come on, Brick Breaker, keep me on top. There we go. All right, so what's the largest amount of damage I can deal in a short amount of time to a heart? It's probably going to be set up a bunch of these while we're dodging through. That was a really bad roll on my part. Yeah, all of that was also a really horrible idea. Let's do this all safely. Good. See how quickly reloaded that gun? Reload stone at work. One chest down. The second one seems to think it's a punk. Rattler? Like, I guess. Already found the secret room. I guess Rattler's probably going to be a really good boon to the team. Sure. I'm not going to be going for the pilot's past or anything like that. It's time for bullet hell. $40 minutes made into bullet hell? Yeah, reasonable. I have a ridiculous amount of ammunition. I can't see anything kind of taking that over from me. So I think I can kind of just stand here and spam out shots pretty much as I'd like. And then just change to another gun and do it there. Okay. We seem to have kind of been hunted there. Alright, I am definitely going to need some HP to spawn over the course of this floor. What? How is this room so difficult right now? This one I understand. I'm going to change weapon for, in fact. Nice. Reload. Woo! Thank you for the HP. Oh, that'll work for me. I don't really see how having one of those Blobulons on my own team is gonna help. Oh! I think the damage of charms... Oh, lame. That's a loot back there. I think the damage of charmed enemies is actually also increased by battle standard, although I could be wrong. If that is the case, as I understand it. Respawn. Hell yes. I'll take my ammunition and go, thank you. There we go. Potion of Gun Friendship is mad right now. I don't like the way that we entered that room. Like, gosh, that could have been some real serious damage right there. Thankfully it wasn't, but still. I reserve the right to be as dismayed as I would if it were. I think it's going to be cut into the center of the map here. I used Reload Stone at the start of this room because I was certain that I was going to be taking damage there. And it looks like I would have taken damage if I didn't have the Reload Stone protecting me. Knock them back. Get into the pit. Didn't manage to get them into the pit before they died. It appears I was correct. I mean, we'll see if it has a synergy and it doesn't, but that's not going to help me at all. An empty bottle. Nice. Oh, gosh. RPG has a better reload time right now. Damn it. Already taken one hit, so I've got a budget of 3 more. 2 more. I've got to save a blank for the final fight because that's how we clinch the win. Using the RPG to destroy the chest-based attacks is going to be a particularly defensive move here, and I feel like defense is what I'm going to have to prioritize. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Reload Stone, for being recharged so that I could save myself against that attack wave. That was probably the best second phase I've ever had. I am very proud of myself. Never mind. Dead. Yep. So I got clipped by the first hit, and by the time I realized I was clipped by the first hit, I'd rolled off the map for the second. I was trying to roll down, but I guess I was also trying to move across at the same time. That's fair. That kind of makes sense that happened to me with the speed at which we were playing, and as well as the amount of things that I sold on the previous floor, in the fraught notion that I was going to get some sort of a black market that I might be able to spend my money on. Next episode, we'll be playing the Bullet, I think, to give myself a best chance of winning a 9-curse run. Until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.